Hello, this is the review of movie Bird Box. So I'm gonna narrate within 10 minutes what this movie is about. So first, they're showing a river, running river, and it was a voice in the radio talking about, hey, is anyone who's hearing me, like, you can come through this way to our place. We have food, and this is a community, this is a safe community that you can come to, and we have food. And I know you have, if you're coming here, the best way to come here is through taking the river rafting in the river, and it's going to be hard. There's a lot of swirl in the river at the end, but you can make it if you're planning for it. And once you hear the birds, it's a place that you can come inside for the community. So then they're showing the Sandra Bullock was talking to these two people who were adjacent to her. They were showing her face, and she was fierce, and she was talking like, okay, we are going into the journey or we're going to raft, we are going to this is going to be a long journey, it's going to be tiring, I understand, but you cannot remove your blindfold, or you cannot talk. If you talk, I will hurt you. If you remove your blindfold, I will hurt you. So she was shouting at it, and they showed that the two adjacent people were kids, and and um, and and they were showing what happened before 5 years. So in the 5 years before, Sandra Bullock and her sister were driving to a hospital, and Sandra Bullock was pregnant, so they were going to see a gynecologist, of course, for the checkup. So they were driving. They came into the hospital, and everything was normal, nothing was panicking, everything was normal in the hospital. They saw the doctor and they came out, and when they're coming out, this lady who was talking on the phone before was banging her head in the glass doors and trying to commit suicide. So before this, what happened is that I forgot that piece. So in the movie, in the television, in the TV, they were showing in the news that in some other places and out of country, there was this panic epidemic what's going on. People are committing suicide, and everybody's panicking, and then the US government is asking everyone to stay in the house. So, but this happened, and they were like panicking. So when she was driving, there was a phone ringing in the backside of the car. So the Sandra Bullock bends to take the car phone, and the time that she bends to take the phone, her sister sees something in the road, and she was like, what the heck was this? Oh my god, oh my god. And then her pupils started diluting, and she started driving crazy, and her eyes grayed out. So she started driving crazy, and Sandra Bullock was like, slow down, stop the car, stop the car. And the sister doesn't seem to bother her. She seems to be possessed with something, and she started driving the car. The car gets starts flipping, gets into an accident, hits something, and started flipping. And once it starts flipping, and the sister gets out, and the Sandra Bullock gets out, and then the sister gets in front of her bus, and she gets killed, and she literally committed suicide. And Sandra Bullock was shivering, and she was crying like, what, I don't know what to do. And she was a group of people running, and the Sandra Bullock runs with them, and then she didn't know where to go, and she falls down to the floor, and the lady in the house tries to come and help her, but then the lady sees something in the skies, and she was like, when the lady goes and gets into the car and get committed, and again she commits a suicide. So the Sandra Bullock and one bad guy comes and picks her up from the floor, because she fell down to the floor again. So he keeps telling her, don't look at the sky, keep looking down, keep looking down. And then they get into the house. So once they get in the house, there's a lot of people knocking on the door to get in the house, to make the to protect themselves from whatever it is. And then this guys open the door, they all get in. So that house is the safe house, so they're going to live there. So in there, they had food, and then they have this bald guy who was like, you should not all be coming here. And he's kind of more cocky and grumpy kind. And this guy was not happy that everybody came inside the house. So they were staying in the house, and there was a knock on the door, and then this everybody wanted to open the door except this bald guy, and then he has a gun, and they wanted and then they opened the door with cautious, and then it was a lady, a pregnant lady, and she came in and she was normal, and then and then they were all fine. And what happened is that after a few days, I don't know what happened, few days, they said the food is over, so they wanted to go to get food. So the plan was they're getting in the car, and then they painted the car, windows, everything, so they are not seeing the doors. So the doors, the windows are all covered, so no one can see anything outside, and everything is protected. So if they're driving the car, they can't see, so they're gonna see the car through the GPS, and they covered all the sides of the car, all windows of the car. So now they are five people that got into the car, and they went to the supermarket. And the way this was, this creature, this windy creature that comes and tried to distract them, tried to provoke them, so they get out the car, but they didn't. And then they drive fast, and then they come and park the car near the supermarket, and then they get out, and then they go and touches the door, and they open the lock, and the kitten got the food, and inside something happens. There was the other guy trying to convince them to come and see the things, and then this Charlie, a guy called Charlie, he goes and kills them and get killed. So after that they came home, and when they came home, the car, these two people took the car and they left. And after that there was a knocking on the door, but nobody knows what happened, and this pregnant lady went and opened the door without precaution. So they were all mad at her, and then this guy comes in, a crazy guy, and the bald guy wanted to kill him in the thing. When he was trying to kill him, because he was protecting them from whatever crazy person he might be, and this old lady comes and hits this bald guy, and he falls to the ground, and they put him in the garage. So now this guy got comfortable, and the Sandra Bullock and then the other lady wanted to, water broke, and they went to deliver the babies in the upstairs. So this old lady was helping them, and the black guy was helping them. So the bald guy was in the garage. So at that time, this new guy started drawing something. He felt anxious about something, and he started drawing demon picture, and he started opening the doors. And then this black guy comes down, and he sees like, what the hell is happening? And then the new guy hits the black guy, and then the black guy falls down, got knocked out. So he falls down unconscious. So after that, somehow this bald guy came out of the garage, and he tries to fight with this new guy, and then the new guy kills him. And then he goes upstairs. He started opening all the windows, and then he killed the old lady. Saw something, and she killed herself. And then he went to this new mom, that's a fat new mom, and then the chubby new mom, and then she gave the kid for him to see, and then Sandra Bullock will pull the baby from her, and then she jumps out the window. Her eyes got grayed out as well. And then Sandra Bullock was like, no, don't take my kids, don't take my kids. At that time, this black guy who got knocked off got up, and he comes and he comes to the house upstairs, and to kill everyone, and to kill this new guy. And then new guy gets killed, and the black guy comes up, and he takes care of the baby. And they show like after 5 years they are living. Sandra Bullock, the black guy, and the kids where the Chris grew up, and the kids was like 5 years old. So at the time, they were trying to get food from some house, or yes, they were trying to get food, and then this guy, black guy, was talking, trying to connect with someone for find a community where he will be safe. So he gives the information, and someone gave him the information and told them to take the river. So that's where they were wanted to go. But when they wanted to go in the new house, these crazy people in the car who are posing our regular normal people to look into this creature and get killed. They came, and they started fighting with this black guy, and Sandra Bullock and these two kids ran away in the back way, ran away on the back door. So when they ran away in the back door, he fought, and he saw the creature, even, and then he tried so hard to kill all the guys, and then he killed himself. And then the Sandra Bullock took the kids, and that's when she got into the raft. She prepared everything, and that's the scene that they showed again. The first scene they showed again, like she's talking to this her kids, telling them, we are going in this trip, and this trip is going to be hard, I don't want to talk. And then again they got into the raft, and the raft was going. So in the middle, there was a guy who was trying to force them to remove their blindfold, but then she fought, and then they came, and there was a swirl where she wanted someone to see, some of the kids to give her guidance. But then again she somehow said, like, no one is going to see something, we will manage. And they try to manage, and the boat flips, and then they come to the shore. But this little girl was going missing, and at the time the little boy says to her, Sandra Bullock, that she was scared all the time because of you. So she kind of calls out and say, I won't do this, I won't do that, no, I love you, we won't be happy, come to me. And then the little girl comes, and then they run towards the house where they can hear the birds, and the creature was chasing them. This was the last scene, and they opened the door, and she got in, and they're checking her eyes, and then they let her come in. And it seems that building was for the blind school or something, and all the blind people were there. So there she sees a good community where there are a lot of kids, there was like a lot of women, and even regular people who can see normally was also there. And she felt like they came to the safe